We do a slightly different acknowledgement of country every morning. I tried to film it when I get it to work, unfortunately, but they acknowledge the Aboriginal people as the traditional owners of the land. I'm Miss Sawyer. I've been teaching since 2008. I've been here since 2011. I've taught all the grades, and this is my 5th time teaching kindy. Mr. Coons just keeps going, where do you want to go? I'm like, I don't know. Go back to kindy. I was like, I'm just going to put you where you're good. I'm like, oh, easy. But I do jump around the school a lot, so I've had kids in kindy and then again in year 6. I've had them in kindy and then again in year 3, so you might get me twice, I apologise. So, kindy, our focus is learning to be independent and cooperate with others. They learn to participate in groups, work independently, follow routines, follow directions, learn how to communicate. None of that is academic. We do academics, we learn lots in kindergarten. It is the year of most growth in their education. It is the year of the most growth. You think it's just playing, it is amazing how quickly they learn things. So, day in the life of KDS. We come in, we unpack our belongings, we go crunch and sip, recess, lunch. This is why we met. You guys are amazing, can I say? I don't think I've had as many parents have this organised before, so I'm really impressed with all of you. But yeah, they literally, this is their job. They put 1, 2, 3. If they're not eating something, if they're saying, oh, I didn't eat this at this time, they didn't put it in the right basket. I do check because they're 5, but it is up to them. We say good morning to our friends, we put our communication folders. I do try and check through them. If you could empty them at the end of every day, so when they come in, unless they've got their home readers in them, we can really clearly see if I've got a note from you. If you put a note in, but they've got their colouring from last week and their magic words, about 3 other things, I'm not going to see that note, unfortunately. So just make sure it's cleared. We do the date, we look at the weather because that's our science unit, and we are counting, it's how I know we're 14 days, we are counting to 100 days of school and then we have a bit of a party. I do emphasise that we go over 100 days because some of them are like, yes, we're done with kindergarten. No, we go to about 200, that's about end of term 3. So, you were amazing, I don't even need to show you that because you're great. Here are your beautiful children. As they said, we do fine motor skills. Most of the stuff we have done is ripping and sticking. If your child is doing Lego and things and says, my hands are sore, that shows me you need to do more. That traditional messy boy handwriting is because that X-ray, boys' hands develop later, which is why the recommendation is if they're 4 turning 5, leave them till they're 5 turning 6. That's where that messy boy handwriting has. If your kid is holding colouring like that, their bones have not developed enough. You need to do Play-Doh, you need to do colouring, you need to do Lego, all that fine motor stuff, you need to practice with your child if they are holding it like that. If your child, you can have a look at the back for which kids can use scissors and can't. They're working on it. We did a straight one and we did a curvy one. I also gave you the extra ones, they got to choose which one they brought home. So, if your child needs practice with scissors, we will do some at school, but practice with scissors at home with them. We do beads, we do sorting our shapes. These are all your beautiful children, by the way, if you can see them. We do pom-poms with tweezers, we do lots of pegs, don't we? Yeah, we do lots of that kind of stuff. We do lots of buttons and using our fingers to find things. If your child does not know how to do up their raincoat, which is a lot of them, please teach them. That's one that I have to do 20 of. It's really tricky. If you actually look at them trying to do the zip, like put a zip together, that is a really tricky skill. So they're getting there. They are absolutely amazing at how far they've come. Then we usually have our crunch and sip, and then we do some maths. This was us looking at ascending and descending patterns. And we were counting from 1 to 10 and 10 to 1. In the best start, that was one of the questions. Can you count backwards from 10? A bunch of them couldn't do it 14 days ago, they can all do it now. So when you get the best start report, I've had parents come up to me and go, they know how to do that. Yes, they do. They didn't when I had to lodge it 2 weeks ago. And for some of them, they just were tired. They get tired. Your kids get tired. I don't know. Just like, who's asked their kid, how was your day? What did you do today? I don't know. They know, we did heaps. You can see. We do lots of maths, we do sorting. As Miss Stephanie said, a lot of it is hands-on. We don't love worksheets anymore. We don't do the times tables till they're in year 3. That surprises a lot of parents. But do they know that we can do 3 groups of 3 that make 9? Do we know that we can sort them in different ways? Do we know if we put 9 into pairs, it's an uneven number? This is the kind of skills they need in order to get to that higher level. If they don't know the base, they can't do it. But here they are making amazing ascending and descending patterns in colours and in shapes. So then we have lunch, and then in the afternoon we have a bit of a chill. We do some sport, we do some drama, we do some art, we do lots of social skills at the moment. Thank you for bringing their bears and things in. We're doing lots of how to make friends. We're doing lots of explicit teaching in that. If you look at Newsflash, there's often social skill cues in there. We've got the You Are Strong program and the You Can Do It program that there's parent guides for, all there. On the school website, on the school guides. If your child is having friendship problems, please let me know. Please talk to them about it. Talk to them about it in positive, friendly language. We don't tend to use the term bullying anymore. Bullying is repeated and targeted at one child. My favourite one was I was Year 6 teacher. The kindy teacher said, we've had reports your Year 6s are bullying the kindies. I'm like, that is horrible, I will talk to them. My Year 6s were not bullying the kindies. My Year 6s were playing soccer next to the kindies. They didn't even know the kindies were there. They knocked over the same kid 4 times in a row. My kid, who was just really into soccer, hadn't even seen the kindy. So when you get to the bottom of it, please try and get to the bottom of the stories with the kids, because when you get to the bottom of it, we get the answer of, let's see how problem on the catastrophe scale they are. Homework. We've sent home all their homework now, which is their golden words and their home readers. It is not meant to be a chore. If you are having arguments and tantrums, let me know. We can fix it. We can help. It is just meant to be helping. If your child goes to tutoring, they are exhausted at the end of the day. They do not need tutoring. They are 5 and 6 years old. What are they learning that they're not learning at school? These are their golden words. So with our magic words, I test them once a week. You can go online and download them all. Please don't. Your child, we've done the science, your child can learn about that many a week. Some of them are bigger, some of them are smaller. Practice them. There was a list of games. I will give you as many copies as you want to cut up, to glue, to put on the back of the toilet door, to put on the fridge. As many as you would like. Play games, make it fun. You're reading a story, where can you see your magic words? I do practice in class, but they very quickly change. This week is the first time. Some kids don't test well. Some adults don't test well. Some of them will just shut down. I know they will know them at home. They will know them at home in a friendly environment. At school with other kids running around, that's if I want to see if they can know them, because that's when they'll know them in books. That's when they'll know them when they're writing. I do not test them in that order. Just so you know, I am very random with the pattern I use. So some kids know them in exactly that order. That's not how I test them. Some kids that can do it without even looking at the word. That's not what we want. We want them to know them independently. So cut them up, make ends. Our home readers. My friend's kid, I don't have kids, my friend's kid basically, but I have taught more. I've taught longer than most of you have had children, so I do know what I'm talking about. I do come across as a very sweet kindergarten teacher. I also have a university degree. I've also been doing this a very, very long time. I am a professional, just so you know. I will use the kindergarten myself. My friend who has kids was like, what are these books that you are sending home? These are boring and horrible. They are the only sounds your children know. These are the ones I have taught them. These are the ones they can read confidently by the end of the next couple of weeks. Some of your kids can read these already. I will be sending harder ones home, but this is meant to be fun and easy. My expectation at this stage is we haven't started the sounds till next week, and we won't do all of these for another 2 weeks. So if you read it to them, this is very, very easy to remember. The images help. So after you've read it to them once or twice, they should be able to read this easily. If they are struggling, let me know. We only have so many of these, so if you get the same one again, I apologize, but please be positive with it. We will try and send home new ones as soon as possible. There are also questions at the end. These are where you can find your easy comprehension questions. The other question that I ask a lot, what happened at the beginning of the story? What happened in the middle of the story? What happened at the end of the story? That sequencing is really, really important for their comprehension. We've done this. Please label everything. Mrs. Sestak wasn't joking with the lid and the container. I've written some people's kids' names on their things. I apologize if I am ruining your child's things by having their name on it, but I am ensuring it gets back to them. I have this here every morning. When they put it in the tub, point your name, doesn't have your name, they bring it to me. They know that system by now. If they leave stuff in the classroom, now tomorrow will be a thing. I've got, my mum has doctor's appointment, so I will not be in class tomorrow. They will have a lovely casual teacher. I can guarantee you will lose something tomorrow. I apologise. I'm taking the last 3 weeks of term off. I have a slightly large birthday coming up, and I am going away. I will take the last 3 weeks of term off. I will be back, I promise. They will lose so much stuff. I apologise. Make sure it's got their name on it. If they've left it here, it is not a big deal. They will get it tomorrow. They will always get it tomorrow. Please don't come in. I often have meetings after school with various teachers, with other parents, with other colleagues. It's just like if someone came, the way I think about this room is if someone came into your office when you weren't there and looked around. It's just, this is my office, this is where the stuff is. I know it's your kids' stuff, but it can wait for one day. If it's been like 3 weeks, please tell me. So, healthy students, this is the most important slide. If your child is sick, keep them at home. I had one parent say, oh, they're not contagious. I'm like, your child is sick. Their brain is not functioning. We know how we are when we're sick. Mums, I do not know how you do it. I'm sure dads, you are also amazing, but mums, when you are sick and you have kids to take care of, it is a thing of glory that you do. Don't know how you do it. If they're sick, they need to rest. They're also going to spread it around so fast. We do rotations. They are in every single thing in our classroom. I also then get very, very sick. I don't mean to sound selfish, but it does mean that the person that knows your child the most in their educational environment won't be here because they are sick. If I send your child home sick, it is because I have seen them cough, sneeze, be out of it, not respond to their name. When you come and pick them up, they're really excited and happy and perk up. That's not how they've been in the classroom. I can guarantee it. They have been so sick, and it takes a lot for me to send a child home sick. Please teach your child how to use tissue. Lots of them just kind of wipe and dump it in there, and some of them are still learning to cough away from the other children. So if you could just reinforce that at home, that would be great. No nuts. We are very lucky in this classroom. We currently don't have any major allergies, but please, just for the whole school, no nuts. Road safety is the bane of my existence, teaching your children to cross the road safely and how to use traffic lights, and then you walk straight across the road there. Please use the crossing safely with your children. We are teaching them. They are very impressionable. Oh, but Dad always crosses here. Mum always crosses here. Please model the right thing for them. Hearing and eyesight. I recommend you taking your child's hearing and eyesight this year. They are hearing in a different way. They are starting to read in a different way. We had one kid last year that she was an amazing reader, and as she got to books with smaller text, she started rubbing her right eye. Yep, lazy eye, had to get glasses. But If your kid's eyesight seems fine at home, suddenly I'm seeing different things in the classroom, and I'm seeing them being compared to not just 19 other kids, the 200 kindy kids I've taught. So hearing and eyesight is really important this year because they're using their eyes and ears in different ways. If you're concerned about anything with your child, talk to me, talk to a pediatrician, talk to an occupational therapist if you're worried about their fine motor skills. Talk to a speech therapist. Speech therapists are the most amazing people. They do such cognitive mapping that is amazing. I had a kid a few years ago that just was a bit funny with their THs. I said, oh, do you mind just taking them to a speech therapist and check? Turns out, way above my pay grade, the child's upper palate was misformed and they needed surgery. So, just please listen. No sharing food, please don't bring in things for birthdays. Sleep and screen time. I am not a parent, but this is the recommendation of sleep. Sleep is the biggest factor in your child's development. Sleep. Not how much they study. This is their biggest thing, is sleep. The other thing is this is screen time. As you can see, I'm using our smartboard. I use our smartboard a lot in the classroom. Kids love visuals. This is how we learn. At home, this is how much they should be doing. Thank you. I'm 2 more slides.
I didn't come in wielding a big stick, I promise. Just a little one.
So, thank you for people who have already brought that in. If you're not sure if you've got your child's art shirt, it is in their chair bag, so you can have a dig in and check. It will have their name on it because I label things. Thank you for people who have brought that in. At the moment, this is the amazing time of the year where I've got lots of glue sticks and lots of colours. At the end of the year, I might send another shout out to say, hey, we've run out. We have a lovely class parent, Lucas's mum, who volunteered for class parent. You've done it before. If anyone else feels really passionate about it, otherwise Lucas's mum. They are here just to give out information. They will not, there might be a class WhatsApp, but that is, last year we had the class month we asked to liaise parent-teacher interviews. That's not what they're for, that's what the school email address is for. If you have any questions, any concerns, let me know. If you have taken your child to a speech therapist or an OT or a counsellor or any paperwork you have, please send it in so that I have a copy of it, because that would give me somewhere to start. But thank you all for coming. And I adore your children already. They are amazing. They are amazing, amazing children. So thank you.
Thank you.
If you have any questions, anyone? We know what our sport day is, we know what our library is, all good. These on your desks are for you to take, just for them to practice their names. All letters except the lowercase e start at the top of the letter. Lots of your kids doing that.
So you said we know when library day is sports?
Monday and Friday.
Oh, okay.
Monday is library, Friday is
Do they
sport.
come in sports uniform?
Yes, please. That was in this note. I can give you another copy of it. Nope, that's their note.
It was in that timetable, but I wasn't sure still whether to send them in. Did you?
Oh yeah, it was in the timetable. Yes, uniform would be great. Any other questions, concerns, queries? Yes, Miss Isa. Nothing. All right, thank you. Feel free to take your kids.